What's up, guys? This video was requested by my old friend Val. She wanted me to talk a little bit about narcissism and psychopathy.
Wow!
Which is something that I actually, even though I never got a degree in it, I actually know a little bit about it. To preface this, I'll start by saying I had a friend who I knew very closely when I was in 6th and 7th and 8th grade. I moved away at the beginning of 9th grade, but he and I were very close. And this person was undeniably a psychopath. He confessed to me that he had fantasies of killing people. And he was obsessed with serial killers. His favorite serial killer was Jack the Ripper. And I think it was because Jack the Ripper was never officially caught. I lost contact with this individual for a number of years, and then he called me out of the blue one night while I was drinking on a weekend. He told me that he had done something horrible, and I'll just leave it at that. But it's kind of rough for me because that was a person that I thought I knew really well, and I thought I was really close to, and his childhood, wasn't all peachy keen. But anyway, let's start with the basics. Narcissism and psychopathy are very interrelated. All psychopaths are narcissists, but not all narcissists are psychopaths. So narcissism is like psychopath light. The diagnostic criteria for narcissism, as of now, are a grandiose sense of self-importance, being preoccupied with fantasies of unlimited success, power, brilliance, beauty, or ideal love. The person will believe they can only be understood by very special people. So we're talking about a person who has no college experience but likes to hang out with college professors, or believes that all their friends should be college professors, or knows nothing about astrophysics or astronomy, but starts talking about astrophysics and thinks that they know everything about it. They require excessive admiration. They can do something that's not even impressive at all, or that would take you 5 minutes of practice, and they'll want you to blow smoke up their ass. They have a sense of entitlement. They think the world owes them everything, which some people would argue is all millennials. I would disagree, but is interpersonally exploitative, and that's another thing. A lot of people will do that sometimes, but a narcissist or a psychopath basically does it all the time. Lacks empathy and is unwilling to recognize and identify with the feelings and needs of others. They are often envious of others and feel that others are envious of them. They show haughty, arrogant behaviors towards others. They think that they're right about everything and that they're brilliant and they should always be listened to. There's one term that has been misunderstood by some people: narcissistic supply. A lot of people don't understand what that means. What it really means is basically craving and needing other people to praise you all the time.
Wow!
So if you look at the lifestyle of this type of person, that's usually what it revolves around. If you go through their phone call history, they can't go a day without talking to like 10 people. So, anyway, so for Val, here are some of the things that I was talking about. Ways that you can use to identify a pathological person. Now, I don't have a degree, I'm not a psychotherapist or anything like that, but these are just some of the things that I've noticed that I felt were helpful to me and have proven the test of time in my own life. The first thing you could do is to tell your suspected narcissist that you have some sort of health or mental health condition. Maybe tell them you're depressed or tell them that you have some sort of physical ailment and just see how they react. Because this might sound a little weird, but a narcissist or a psychopath will usually actually react with a bit of disgust, because it annoys them that anything might get in the way of them having attention. But another thing falls in line with the lack of empathy, which I've already mentioned, but I'll just mention it again, is you can show them an emotionally driven movie that you like because it has a lot of interesting interactions between the characters, and let's say the mom's on crack and the kid's trying to make his own way in the world, and he feels bad for his mom, stuff like that. Well, if the plot's emotionally driven, particularly with a drama movie, it'll flat out annoy them. Not only will they not understand it, but it'll annoy them. Narcissists usually like horror and action movies, in my experience. They don't understand anything that's driven by people and relationships. And another thing you can do, and this is kind of hilarious if you think about it, but psychopaths in particular do not have a startle response. Which means if you sneak up behind them or if you pop out from behind a curtain, they won't react. A psychopath and an extreme narcissist will not jump like, ah, holy shit, dude, what the fuck? And actually, this is the look that they give you most of the time. They'll just look at you like they're annoyed at you. Like, don't try to startle me, idiot. I think the psychological reason for that is because they think that they're the top dog. Like, if you dump them into the middle of the ocean with a bunch of great white sharks, they'd probably think they were better than the great white sharks, so, why be afraid? Why be intimidated? Another thing you can do is, since they're so self-important and they think the world revolves around them, watch how they behave when they have to wait in line somewhere, like if at a gas station or an ATM or whatever. Just watch. They'll try to find some way to finagle themselves to the front of the line, jump in front of somebody, or they'll be tapping their foot and they'll have an angry look on their face. They can't stand still anyway, so if they have to wait in line, they just go crazy. Watch out and see if they try to compete with you on stuff that really they don't need to be competing with. They do not shut up, ever. They're constantly talking. They constantly have people around. They're constantly hanging out with people. Hitting up the next person over text. That way, when this current person gets bored of them, they can talk to the next person and get some praise and adulation. But the main reason why they're constantly talking is it's two reasons. Number one, they need to have the focus on them all the time, which should be obvious. And the next thing is they want to try to control the narrative. Your thoughts about them, the story that you weave in your head about them and who they are, they want to control that. And how you view them. So, yeah, I hope this has been helpful and informative, and stay awesome, yo.